had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermund, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I would not depart without them. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Say, do you think this one's really arisen?
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Much obliged, sir.
I'm a tad busy at the moment.
You a traveler? I used to be a sellsword, see? If you're anything like me, they'll be able to teach you a...
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look? I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident, and may act.
Fate willing, the day will come when our paths cross.
Good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
If 'tis discipline your company lacks, I can provide.
Over many fierce battles was our bond forged. My shield
Shall we
is-
discuss tactics now or later?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or not. I'm an apothecary in training, so when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You do that? Suppose there's no harm in that. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I...
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Runa's apothecary here in Mel.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Yet the water before him.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Now, tell me, perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to special... Well, now, that won't do. You need only... Go on, 'twill only... If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that try them as you like. 'Tis a vocation for those who... I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto... Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to... At close range, however, a bow is nary more use. 'Tis a vocation for those... However, the more powerful the... Thus, a mage is unlikely to last. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek... Thieves favor light armor. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through... Should you dedicate yourself, try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case, but I shan't take up any...
Moment long awaited. I knew 'twas only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height. There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need... something?
Always a pleasure.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. We ought not tarry, but deliver what we have retrieved post-haste.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers?
Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. Wait, listen. The brave fool said I'd go and search for him. I'm not afraid of monsters, so I thought, mayhap, please, sir. I worry. Many thanks. Go into the forest and turn. This won't work, will it? My brother and I are the only... I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. I'll need you to watch up right.
Let us do everything in our power to render aid to those in need.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Ah, you've returned. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some? Very well. Speak with me one...
This has no bearing on our current conversation, but might I say, the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Seems naught ever goes right. I don't like this place at all. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he...
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother.
Are you so eager to chat with me? I thought we did enough of that on the road. A simple conversation oft reveals what a week of searching never could. Whom shall we speak with?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Shall we seek some answers?
Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off? I hope you slept well?
'Tis dark enough to warrant the use of your lantern, Master.
You haven't forgotten us, have you, Master? Let me get that.
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars. 'Tis as you say.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
No sense letting the wind gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm.
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait a moment.
I'd thought I was done for.
Aye, 'twas a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right.
Save your thanks, Nor.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, the sooner the better. I've got to deliver the...
Aye, you'll hear no complaints from me.
Let us proceed with caution, keeping an eye on our charge at all times.
I'm just glad to live another day.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but...
Ah, now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught. Ah, I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted.
Good on you. Just take... You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, and I was right. My brother is always the one taking the... But today's misadventure showed we managed to save Norbert. Still, I can't help but wonder if I could. So from now on, I'm going to
So Ian was rather hard on himself, methinks. He saved his... brother just as much as we did.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use Q...
Oh dear. What am I to do? Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit rubberant for me? I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what...
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
What should I get up to today? Catch my breath. Stay on my feet.
Well met, sir.
Strange.
How might I be of service? A few hours. Fancy a look at my wares? do come again.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Hope to see you again.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
It is my duty to find.
Wonder if there are any rumors.
Well, you ought to not strain yourself.
One Wakestone shard is a mere rock, but combined they can work miracles.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
I'll set out on my own adventure someday.
Well met.
Hope to see you again.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, as you can see, we're rebuilding. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
It is no great shock to me.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me one...
Not a foe in sight.
A brief respite is naught to decry.
You'll find the explosive casks by the village entrance. Use them to send those...
Saurians, Master.
Ice will be most effective against this foe.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their net. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot, but pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers, you must make sure your aim is true. Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
You've done as I asked, and I must say you've a fine arm. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to but in any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed.
That's that then.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Done at last. Perhaps a brief respite before we take on another.
Our efforts have been rewarded.
Looking for work?
Somehow my feet always carry me.
Stay a while and see a look at my wares.
You a traveller? Well, I'll not pry, but I can. I used to be a sellsword. If you're anything like me, they'll be able to teach you a... Can't remember the last time
Well met, sir. How might I be?
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
Here to ask all of me.
There's any easy work to be had.
Nattering all day.
Lots to do.
Things here with no one about.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our...
Goblins, Master!
Leave it to me.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
Over a moment's in caution. It shan't happen again.
Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us all to view. What say?
Mark it in our minds as a place of interest.
Nicely done.
The battle continues.
Well said.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Might we remove this hindrance somehow?
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see that...
It is uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. I'll pick that up. We might have need of it.
I'm still waiting on that report. The indignity of it. This is beyond unjust. This is nothing out of religion. I fear I am not long for this world. I mislike this.
Everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
On them, Arisen, and I'll strike them down.
We are at our best when we combine our strength.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
I mislike the look of this. Do not test me.
I shan't allow any further harm to come.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! might await us on the road ahead.
Someone comes to relieve me.
We have no means of escorting our enemies'
Prepare for this.
I see a ladder yonder. We can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. You hold the enemy's focus, and I shall strike them down.
Miss, and you shame us both.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Focus your strength, Arisen!
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. I espy a path that might be traveled. If only we could find a means to reach it.
Further exploration is like to show us the way forward.
I'll go and open the chest.
Party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
I suppose 'tis so.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I've a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Tis rather high. It might be beyond our reach. A path lies ahead. The only problem is how to reach it.
We must keep our eyes peeled for a way forward. This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Mayhap we ought to return for a rest when we're in need of one.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new...
What's this? We're trapped! Fire! Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Cyclops. Feel no heart.
I hold up the arm. Now to bring it down and let it taste our fury. I ask your aid to continue our onslaught, and the behemoth consumed.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Worthy of caution. Not save our best will do. True enough. First and foremost, we want to knock it apart. It's a much easier target when lying prone.
This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory.
Allow me. This road shall fall by my hand. You are in need of me. Allow me.
Fall back! You have my gratitude, sir. I had taken you for another fool, yet the value you showed in coming to our aid is dispelled. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us...
The day grows darker with our every step.
Where we do not fall prey to enemy ambush.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
I dare say I've accomplished a few feats to be proud of, at least.
If ever you've need of an ear to listen.
If you don't mind, sir. Do let me know if you're in need of aid.
No?
Is there aught you require? We're setting out. Jump on if you... We're setting out.
If you see aught untoward, pray inform me.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
We've got goblins!
Most impressive, Master. Fight on and get to the combat.
Seems we drove them off. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right? Into the Ox.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
My